Greetings ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video.
Yes.
Today I'm going to be talking about more creatures of the Witcher world, and I haven't done another one of these videos for a very long time, and I'm very sorry about that, but I just haven't had the time to do it, so I'm doing it now, and hopefully it's not too late. Hopefully people are still interested in this, so if you are, please tell me in the comments below. But for now, let's talk about werewolves. These creatures are neither monster nor man. They take both the carnal bloodlust and primal attitude of a wolf, blending it with the cruelty and calculating intelligence of a human, taking the worst from both species and putting it into one, basically. They're cursed creatures, becoming what they are as a result of magic twisted from the fingers of a witch or bestowed by others with magical abilities. They have no control, even if unwilling, over their transformation, and commonly have no recollection of the bloody events that passed during that time, many unknowingly killing hundreds of people before they transform back. At night is when the werewolf roams, becoming stronger under the light of the full moon as it hunts alone, more than capable of taking on any rivals. So basically, werewolves are extremely powerful creatures and they don't have any trouble in taking on other monsters, and even witches are careful when taking on werewolves because they are driven by primal instincts and they don't have any fear for what might happen to them, so they're just gonna go in without even thinking about the dangers. Combined with their savagery is their strength, dexterity, and their ability to heal themselves very, very quickly. They have rapid regeneration, which makes it very difficult to kill them quickly, and they will regenerate whatever damage you deal to them very, very quickly. If ever a werewolf was to find an adversary that seemed stronger or of an equal strength, they are capable of calling in wolven reinforcements that will help take on its enemy, which means they can basically call in a pack of wolves to come and help them out if ever they need any support from, an enemy that is much stronger than them or of an equal level and they want to tilt the balance in their favor. The curse can sometimes be lifted, freeing the person without causing any harm, but there isn't really any clear or written method as to whether or not it will work, requiring patience above all else to actually free the person. And it's a little bit of a murky area because obviously a werewolf curse is something that is very complicated and isn't just something you can just wish away, because with curses there are so many different things you have to take into account of why the person was cursed, the reasoning behind it all, and how they were cursed, who did it, what was their reasoning, and you have to sort of understand the human element before you can even get into understanding the actual, the steps you have to take to lift the curse. There are different variations of the werewolves. The Ulfheiden are a class of werewolf found largely in Skellige. The older and particularly more dangerous Ulfheiden are named Ulrefs. They primarily hunt men and are stronger than their mainland brethren, the harsh and barren circumstances of the Isles being a large contributor to that fact. And that's definitely true as a creature. If you're living in a barren environment, then you will automatically become stronger in order to combat whatever you're facing, even if it's on a daily basis. If you're facing the cold or just any other type of creature that is going to be more powerful than you because they've been living on that place for a lot longer, then you're automatically going to become much stronger because you need to survive. So if you're driven by the survival instincts, then that's a big contributor to that. Only a few warriors in Skellige's long history have slain an Ulfheiden. Their legends of victory composed in songs, as the Ulfheiden are faster, stronger, and surprisingly more resilient. Like werewolves, Ulfheiden and their relatives are active at night, more so when the moon is at its fullest, hunting and prowling about the highlands of Skellige. As far as combat goes, a good way of dealing with werewolves is a sword covered with oil to combat cursed creatures, so cursed oils. Also a silver bomb that will temporarily block the creature's regenerative power, which means you can try and take them down quicker than you would have to if they were to regenerate all their health. You need to be fast and stay away from any corners where you can get backed into, because they can overwhelm you very quickly and they have very sharp claws that can cause a lot of bleeding, so you don't want to get hit by them at any rate, and you don't want to be backed into any corners where you can't defend yourself properly. They can jump quickly and at distances, so being able to avoid these attacks is very difficult, but you need to. It's a good idea to use Yarden in order to avoid these attacks, and it's a good idea to attack them directly afterwards, because once your shield is down, then you can probably get a couple of hits in before it realizes what's going on. Igni is also useful to set them on fire, which will force them to stay stunned long enough for you to score a couple of critical hits on their flanks, and also explosive bolts from a crossbow can be very useful in delivering fire damage. The Ulfheim variant also become extremely dangerous when close to death, striking with increased strength, and they're a lot more fast and a lot more aggressive than they would have been. Fire, bleeding and poison effects can also be used to slow down their regeneration if you don't have any bombs, and actually can also work well to stun them. From killing a werewolf you can acquire the items Werewolf Pelt, Werewolf Saliva, the Werewolf Mutagen, and all of these items of course can be used in crafting of armor, some brewing of potions, or whatever you need to do with them. But that's about everything I have on werewolves for you. They're pretty incredible creatures, both in the Witcher world and in common folklore in our own world. And I'm sorry again, I haven't uploaded a lore video in a while. It's just been incredibly busy and I haven't found the time. But I'm hoping on uploading a few videos before I'm leaving to go away for a few weeks. So hopefully before I leave, I'll be able to upload another one of these videos and maybe even do one while I'm there, depending on how much time we have. So we'll see how it goes. And I also wanted to just say thank you to anyone out there that watches this channel and supports what I do, and I mean it. Like, it means so much to me when people tell me to keep making this content. It's really cool that anyone out there who appreciates these videos, and thank you to you, the person who is still sitting here watching this video. I really appreciate it. Cheers. And as always, feedback is constantly welcome, and if you want to see any more of this content, then please subscribe and drop me a like, and until then I will see you in the next video. You guys go and have a good day.